Hello, Vegas. I'm twistedly insane. I'm from New York, if you can't tell. I'll say hello to you in New York. Fuck you. So that's how I feel ever since I got to Vegas. This is the first place where from the outside and the inside, it actually looks nice. They have all these beautiful hotels. I'm staying in one of the ones you mentioned. It rhymes with fat, and it's high up in the air. But I look out my window, I don't even see graffiti on the wall across the hall, like out the window. So I go up to the top floor, and I try and find a window. I can't look out the fucking building. I have to pay to get to the top. That's just the beginning of Vegas. So I check into this hotel, and I walk in and it smells like cigar smoke. Now I smoke, so now I want to know if I can smoke in the room. I can't reach the front desk, so I have to go downstairs. So I'm already inconvenienced. I wait on the manager's line. The guy has no name tag. I said, "You don't even have a name tag." He goes, "I'm sorry." He really got to me because that's all he said. He was a trained bitch. Because when I said, "I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the situation," he said, I've removed myself from this situation a long time ago." I'm like, damn, he could work for DMV in New York. Fuck. I feel like I got robbed the minute I got here. Let's see, I got to the airport. There was a 300-person line at TSA. I brought my Colombian attorney in love with me, who's no longer here because I said they're back on a plane so I could party for 4 more days. And there's a 300-person line. I said, "How do I skip the line?" She says, "You have to ask the person in front of you if you can skip the line." With that, a girl asked me if she can skip us. I went to my love, I said, "Ben Aki." We skipped a 300-person line looking like this. No one's going to argue with me, not even TSA. We walked through. We missed our fucking flight anyway. I see the plane, but they won't let you on once they close the door. Fuck me. So now we're sitting in the airport for 7 hours, eating airport food. And I can't leave to smoke a cigarette because that TSA line at Newark fucking airport is 3 hours long, 24 hours a day. I got on the line for food. It was so long, I was at my seat. I just sat down with it. My attorney in love wouldn't eat it because it was stolen food. Great. Now I want a cigarette. I found an electrical closet in Newark Airport that I snuck into and smoked half a cigarette and thought I was going to TSA jail. The last time that happened, I was 7. We go to get on a plane and my silly father, because I always carried a cap gun because I'm an obvious cowboy from New York, he goes, "Did you leave your gun in the car?" The next thing I know, my parents are being strip searched. They never touched me. I could have had a fucking gun. Airports. So what else? So as twistedly insane, does anyone here know any of the 10 Commandments? Great, let's go with shall not steal. As a comic, that's very important. Don't steal my jokes because I've seen only one person chuckle. So there were 12 tribes. How much time do I have left? Great, it's like sets. I'm just happy to be here.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, I can say a lot in 2 minutes. So there were 9 tribes that we don't know where they ended up. So with the commandments, there was a tribe that went, "Yo man, I want to break commandment 4 like 8 times this week. I'm going to break 2 9 times and just see what God does." We lost that tribe. There was the Epstein tribe that got the Jews in trouble every time something happened. They'd be like, "Who did this?" "Jew people." You know where they went? Jewish. We lost that tribe. I mean, God's pretty fucked up to begin with. I mean, creates Adam and Eve, whatever. I have a whole version of the history according to Steve. 1 minute and 18 seconds. So, creation. First rule is don't eat or smoke from this tree. We failed. Next came murder. God didn't know what to do about that. So like Cain killed Abel, who became unable. Cain ended up with the barbarians. I don't know where that was, but that's where Lilith went. Anyone know Lilith? She wouldn't submit. She got kicked out. So then you got Adam and Eve. They smoked from the tree. One of their sons killed the other. So we have to wait about 1,000 years to Abraham. We got about a minute. First thing God says to Abraham is, "You're going to have children, but you have to self-circumcise yourself." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? My wife's 90. I have a child with some other woman." God says, "Just believe. I'm going to bless you with children." They're not a blessing. God's like, don't kill your son. Okay, kill your son. Okay, about 48 seconds. Well, where did God go with this? The 10 Commandments. You know why the Jews only took 10? It was a trial version. They charged after that. Fuck you, Vegas. I'll be back. I'm giving the mic back to the retention. Just fuck.